Okay, now students, this is practice paper 1, booklet B, second part of the video explanation. So now let's look at question 26. Now the diagram below shows parts of the human body system. So they actually ask you to match A, B, C, D to their correct function and write your answer in the table below. So we know that this is mouth, this is gullet, this is stomach. You have to be very careful. This will be the large intestine. Okay, so let's write down large intestine. Alright, so we have to match them. Now here water is absorbed from undigested food. That must be the large intestine, so that will be D. And next one, food is passed from mouth to the stomach. So from mouth to the stomach, you will pass through gullet. So that will be your B. Digestion starts. Now that must be the mouth. Okay, so I know this key word here. Digestion starts from the mouth. Alright. In fact, it has the digestive juice. In fact, also food is chewed and mixed with saliva. And solid waste is passed out from the body. Now, passed out from body, it will be from here. Okay, which is the from rectum, then through the anus. But there's no label here. Okay, sorry, this one should be A. So I should write A, not M. Okay, so for this row, you have to leave a blank because here each letter can only be used once. Right, now next, food is digested by digestive juices. That will be the stomach. Alright, so that will be C. Okay, next question. Now, Thiru and his sister, Vanita, like to eat potatoes. And both of them were given the same serving of potatoes for breakfast as shown. Now, this is baked potato. So, you can see that it's a big piece that is not chewed up, alright, or cut. And Vanita's mashed potato, alright, so we can see that the difference, this one is mashed. Mashed means you have already cut it out into smaller pieces. Okay, so has been cut up into smaller pieces. So they ask which breakfast will take a longer time to be digested. So the concept over here is bigger food pieces. You will have you will be slower digestion. Alright, that means longer time needed to fully digest. Alright, so this is the science concept. You have bigger food pieces, then you have slower digestion, then you take a longer time. Alright, so whose breakfast will take a longer time? Now, of course, it will be Thiru. Okay, so you must write down your choice first, your choice. Okay, Thiru. So this is the choice. And after that, what is the explanation? Alright, so you will say that after chewing, so even after Thiru had chewed, right, the baked potato are still bigger in size, right, than the mashed potato. Alright, so food, so it will be digested slower. Okay, so that's it. Digested slower because the food are bigger in size after you chew. Alright, so we are now comparing between the baked potato and the mashed potato. Both of them, after chewing, of course the sizes will be even smaller than before. But now you compare baked potato to mashed potato, the baked potato are bigger in size, right? So it will be digested slower. Okay. You notice I use comparative terms here. Alright, bigger and also digested slower. Okay, next question, number 27. Okay, magnets. Now this is an experiment using two different bar magnets. So this is bar magnet number 1, bar magnet number 2, and they have rods. So this will be the same rod C. Okay, but I notice here the N X is on the left side. This one is on the Y is on the right, but this is on NY is on the left and NX is on the right. Okay, so Randy's classmate Sui said the experiment showed that rod C is a magnet. Explain why. So if we observe there's attraction, okay, and over here is repulsion. Okay, repulsion. So for things to be repelled by magnet, all right, we understand that the only situation that can have repulsion is that like poles of magnet repel each other. So this is a science concept. All right, this is a science concept. And what's the context here? Now, over here, there's repulsion. All right, repulsion. So we further add on the context. The bar magnet repelled rod C. So what's the conclusion or the consequence? Okay, maybe I'll use another color. So rod C must be a magnet. Alright, rod C must be a magnet. So my way of answering, you can see that I use the concept here, like poles of magnets repel each other. So the context here, the bar magnet repelled rod C. And the conclusion, rod C must be a magnet. Next, name the poles of rod C. Now, of course, we talk about like poles. Therefore, this must be south and this must be north. So this is south and this is, wait, give me a minute. Okay, so that's repulsion. Yeah, so this is south. NX will be south and NY will be north. Now you can always double check. Over here, this is attraction. So unlike poles will attract, so NY will be north and this one will be south. Alright, so that's correct. Okay, let's look at the next question. Now, Jim poured $1 coins into bags E, F, G one at a time until the bag broke. So he recorded the experiment as shown. Now, look at the title here. The number of $1 coins added just before the bag broke. Alright, so we look for the smallest and also the biggest number. Okay, so I can safely say that G is the strongest because it can support the most number of $1 coin before it breaks, and of course F will be the weakest. Okay, so this experiment is talking about strength, obviously, okay, because I see the keyword here, okay, broke. Okay, so arrange the bags E, F, G from strongest to weakest. So we will have the strongest to be G, weakest is F, and in the middle will be E. Now, Jim's sister bought a packet of rice which has the same weight as the 350 coins. So which bag is most suitable? Okay, and you have to explain. So we want to compare these three bags. Alright, so let's write down our choice. Obviously the choice, we will choose G. Alright, so G, why? Because G can support, now from the table, right, it's telling us G can support 360 coins before tearing or before breaking. Okay, but not E and F. So you want to compare between the 3 bags, right? So I'm saying that G can support 360 coins before tearing, all right? But not E and F. So now when I write down but not E and F, I'm already comparing the 3 bags. Okay, so what is the conclusion, the consequence? So only G is strong enough to support the rise without tearing, or you can say without breaking. So over here you have to explain the consequence. G is strong enough to support the rise without tearing. Okay, so what I had written down in front here, this is from the table. Alright, I am writing down the information, the data, what I can see from the table, but you have to tell me what does it mean. Right, so it means that G is strong enough to support the rise without tearing or without breaking. Okay, so for part D, Jim observed that the bags were made of either paper, plastic or cloth. So assume they have the same thickness. Which bag is most likely made of paper? Now of course we know that paper compared to plastic and cloth, this is the weakest. Alright, the weakest, so it must be F. Okay, next. Last question here. Now Penny used a method below to make an iron nail into an electromagnet. She placed the iron nail near some paper clips and recorded the number of paper clips it attracted. So she repeated the process by increasing the number of coils around the iron nail. Alright, so increasing the number of coils. So this is something that she has changed. So complete the table. Show the number of paper clips attracted by the iron nails with different number of coils. So we understand that when the number of coils increases, alright, okay, maybe I don't write here, so let me just write number of coils around nail, iron nail. If it increase, then the strength of electromagnet will also increase. Alright, so based on this concept here, we see that the number of coils has increased. So the number of paper clips, because the strength of the electromagnet has increased, we will expect them to attract more paper clips. So for this column here, the missing number should be more than 2 but less than 5. Alright, okay, so you can choose either 3 or 4. Okay, doesn't matter. Now how does the number of coils affected the number of paper clips attracted? Okay, so this type of question is talking about a relationship. So you can answer when the, okay, you can copy the words here. Number of coils increases. Okay, then the next part here is the number of paper clips. How does it affect this? So we can see that when this increases, number of paper clips also increase. So we can write down the number of paper clips attracted increases. Okay, so you just have to copy the words from the question itself, and you just have to write down when this one increases, what will happen to the other quantity here. Okay, will it increase or decrease? You just write accordingly. Now suggest 2 ways that Penny can do the setup to have the iron nail to attract 15 paper clips. Now attract 15 paper clips means you want this iron nail need to be stronger. Alright, so for it to be stronger, one of the ways is of course you increase the number of coils, all right, but there's also another way, which is to increase the number of batteries. Okay, so these are the two ways. So number one, increase the number of batteries. Okay, number two, increase the number of coils around the iron nail. Alright, so children, these will be the two ways that you can make the electromagnet become stronger. Alright, so children, please do your correction and the annotations so that we can discuss, we can spend more time in class discussing the concept. Alright, thank you.